Good evening, race fans. Welcome back into another edition of the NSRL. We're back here for some Monday Night NASCAR for the O'Reilly Series as they head to the Lady in Black, the track too tough to tame. It's Darlington Raceway. Here in the booth with me, as always, my co-commentator Art. How we doing tonight?
I'm really excited, man, to get all the nicknames in there. Really looking forward to see if anyone's run a cool, throwback style paint scheme. I know it's not official, but if you're running iRacing and you don't get a throwback paint scheme for Darlington, what are you doing?
Good point there. But we got a whale of a title tonight. It is the Sports Clips Haircuts VFW. I could technically expand on that, so let's do it. Sports Clips Haircuts, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Help a Hero 200 tonight at Darlington. 2 laps of qualifying to set the field for the 147 lap main event. Stage 1 at the conclusion of lap 45, stage 2 at the conclusion of lap 90. 3 green white checkers, 5 total tire sets, a fuel run of 68 to 72 laps, and 0 fast repairs. This track has many nicknames. It also has, a unique, the Darlington stripe. You're going to knock down the fence. This is a tight track, especially turns 3 and 4. When it was created way back in the early to mid-40s, they didn't want to disturb the local fishing holes, so they had to pack in turns 3 and 4 tighter. And I think it was Darrell Waltrip that even said we should just tear down the entire track and make the fishing hole bigger. So it's a very difficult track. Taking care of your stuff, both the tires, the tire management, and just keeping it out of the fence and not getting a Darlington stripe, going to be keys to the race this evening. Let's quickly go ahead and show you. This practice is about to come to an end here. Cameron Chandler, top of the board, 29.477, making his debut tonight. And in second, Richard Cheery, making his second start here tonight. So a couple of we got the rookie, and we got the guy that's made one start this season. Currently 1-2 right now. Only one man in the 29.4, that is Cameron Chandler. 41 drivers have set a lap time. We have 44 in the practice session. We'll send 6 of them home. And we'll get right into qualifying. Let me make sure we have... Where did it go? I tell you, that is so interesting. Ah, I know what happened. Well,
Do you?
I do remember what happened. So I remember last week we took off the red stripes for the DNQ worthy drivers, in the race. They don't need to see the red bar in the race. They're in the race. And then I saved the project file because none of the top 30 changed. Like, nobody broke into the top 30, and then nobody dropped out of the top 30. I was like, oh, I don't have to change anything. And then, whoops. So I saved the project file with those, those red bars out of the equation. So there's a whole list of people that are on the chopping block, 31st and below, and those that haven't, completed a race, as is Cameron Chandler. But I don't have the exact list in front of me, unfortunately. So we'll all find out together.
And if you're not, in on points, you better set a lap time, because there are a couple veterans who, they've been around. They know they're getting in. They don't care about starting in the back. So you better be trying to get top 25.
Yeah, really, because if you're 29th, oh, that's not going to be good enough.
Yeah, John Wilco will take your spot.
Currently top of the board, Cameron Chandler. He went 29.4. in practice. Now a 29.3, and there's the Darlington stripe in qualifying, but good thing he put in a 29.3 on his first lap. Brett Bennett, 29.4 in second place currently, 0.08 of a second. Elliot Henderson led for a portion of practice. As he sets off on his first lap, let's go on board with him. And he gets a Darlington stripe off it too. Throttle control so important here. Henderson obviously with that collision in turn 2, first lap invalidated, so he's got one shot at it. It's almost like a double apex kind of through 1 and 2. Down the Boeing backstretch and into turn 3. 180 down to almost 130 miles an hour. Down the front stretch, second lap for Henderson, good enough for P13. Cameron Chandler, the man still to beat. Moynihan got within 300ths. That was the closest challenge. He's slotted into P2. Your Phoenix winner 2 weeks ago goes P3, continuing an impressive run of form. John Wilco, last week's winner, one of those guys that Art mentioned, doesn't want to qualify, just wants to start at the back and stay out of trouble the best he can. Mike McConville sporting a new paint scheme. In the 8 machine goes P35 on his first lap, so he's setting this up obviously for a second lap result, at least he hopes. Keeps it off the wall. This will be a completed lap. It's going to go from 36 to E29. Richard Shuri actually gets to the top of the board. 29.31 on his first lap, crosses the line. 29.58. How about that? In the 79 machine by 0.07 of a second. Nathan Yarnell, the next man to set a timed lap. And then Sylvain Joly will join him.
I'm going to have a talk with McConville. He's running the stylized 8. We're at Darlington. Do something with it.
Yarnell's first lap, good enough for P30, right on that cut line. We need to find some improvement here. Again, I need to have to get the overlays back, but... or at least the stripes, because I don't know who's going home right now. We'll find out with everybody else.
Assume that anyone who didn't qualify is in.
Right.
And then we'll find out after.
Second lap for Yarnell puts him P18. That'll be good enough to race, I would imagine, under any circumstance, whether he's in points or not. Sylvain Joly, 38th on his first lap. Gonna need to pick it up on the second. 30.69 first lap, 30.22. So he stays right in that 38th place. Matt Mackin. That appears to be a throwback, correct? That almost has to be.
Maybe. Probably.
I feel like that's a throwback. Only other man on pit road is Alex Princeton. We know Aiden Kirker, he's good. He has not set a lap. Blair Kneebone, same thing. John Wilco, Richette. So 4 drivers automatically going to be bumped in. Not on their speed, but solely their points provisional. Like, obviously, if you qualify 33rd, you're going to get bumped on guys based on speed, but... then it's unfortunate when you get bumped on the provisional the owner's points, driver's points. We take the top 30 points no matter what, so. On board with the driver to one machine. Would love to start P1. 39th quickest on his first lap. Car seems a little tight there. Having to feather the throttle. If it keeps it off the wall, this will be a credited lap time. Moves to P28. Here comes Aiden Kirker and Alex Princeton. 2 minutes remaining. They will get their laps in. So Wilco, Kneebone, and Jet will fall back on their points as per usual. They head down the front straightaway. Ooh, Kirker nearly up into the fence there on his first lap. But he's going to be a threat for the pole. And as a matter of fact, he takes it. 29-30. 15 hundredths of a second. Look at the pass for the lead notification in qualifying. How about that? I didn't know it did that. Alex Princeton, his first lap, 30-50. 41st quickest.
You need to do a little better than that.
I need to get a good chunk here. Don't know if he's in on points or not off the top of my head. But second lap. Improves by half a second, but only goes from 41st to 35th. So there you got the DNQs coming in. Logan Giesbrecht will not race. That's 34th. Donovan Bowruff in the 4 machine will not race. He qualified 33rd. So 34th, 33rd. Keith Black in the 87 machine will not race tonight. He was 39th. Dan Morgan in the 27 machine will not race. Gabriel Lafrene will not make the show tonight. That's a big one. Wow. Bowruff, we saw that already. And Richard Mills in the 15 will join them as well. Let's see here. Mills, Lafrene. It's 2, Giesbrecht's 3, Bowruff, 4, Keith Black, and Dan Morgan. I believe that should be our 6 confirmed. And let's show you the qualifying results. I wanted to show the results. There we go. Aiden Kirker on pole, 29.297. 3.12 for Richard Cheery, and Cameron Chandler rounds out the top 3. There you see it. Bowruff, Giesbrecht, Lafrene, Black, Mills, Dan Morgan, 31st. Sylvain Jolie, Rich Jet, John Wilco, Blair, Kneebone, bump in. Let's scroll through one more time. But yeah, 31st, 33rd, 34th, 36th, 29th, 40th. Will not make it.
When are we going to Darlington?
I don't know. Not a far drive from me.
What is that
I don't.
picture for
I couldn't tell you.
Richard? Man is a real big Real Betis fan.
This is what they put in, by the way, for their driver picture. This is not what I put in.
I respect it.
They went through the effort of putting this into SDK, so that's good for them. Had a little mix-up there in row 6 because Lafrene did not make the show. Evan Bowruff. Yeah, row 10, P17. That doesn't add up math-wise, and poor Bowruff did not make the show. Sorry for the false hope there. Mills will also not make the show. So yeah, well, we'll see. Remember to refresh trading paints. I thought we had done that already. Can always hit it again. Yeah.
Max, is there a planet where you can name a player from Betis?
Did Anthony go there?
You mean Anthony?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
That's it. That's on my life. That's what I got.
Yeah, I couldn't do any better.
Results grid. So it does. Okay, so it does take into account the DNQs on the scrolling grid, but just for some reason I had Bowruff in there. I don't know why. Interesting. All right. Now we don't need to see it again. There we go.
Big fan of the Betis Sonic.
We got. Let's hit the refresh one more time. So they're gridding up here. There's Aiden Kirker on pole with the one pace lap. Art, who's winning this sucker?
It's hard to go against the guy sitting on the pole, so give me Kirker.
Give me Cameron Chandler, P3, making his debut. Had to qualify his way in. Was fastest in practice. Qualified third. We're ready to roll. Yeah, Darrell Waltrip's the big winner of the weekend. He still got the fastball, man. Do I do it?
Tell me I could hit it.
I'm
not gonna do it.
Do I do it?
You
do I gotta hit it? It's not gonna be anywhere near it. I gotta do it on DW. That gave me childlike. Well, you can't crank it up when they're sitting there on the grid, fighter. Calm down. You'll get it here right after the race starts. We'll do a lap 1 and crank it up. Got 38 here in Darlington, South Carolina. We got a couple throwbacks we've seen in the field. Aiden Kirk are going to lead them to green. And I hope I don't embarrass the great Darrell Waltrip. But off of 4 and to the restart zone for the start of the VFW Help a Hero 200. And boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. And crank it up.
Did a good job.
They made it through the lap 1, crank it up. How about that for the field? Top 3 unchanged since the start, but the 79 machine, Richard Sherry, under immense pressure from Cameron Chandler here in the early going.
They definitely tried to not survive the crank it up. I saw a couple cars, making contact, getting into each other.
Who's going to get that Darlington stripe? We got one loose way in the back. It's going to be Bradley Gunn. Don't come back up the track. Blown motor for the 42, and I was thinking it. Who's going to get that Darlington stripe? Who's going to pull that Kyle Larson off of turn 2, get stupid loose, and just nail the inside wall? Let's mute the garbage spotter real quick. Forgot about that. We got to practice for Sebring, so we turn the spotter back on. Let's turn him back off for a little bit. I'll need you later this week, but not right now. Let's take a look at what happened to Bradley Gunn. Single car incident here. Gets up high, kind of out of the groove, and doesn't end up smacking the turn 2 wall, but he's so, oh man, that got close down the back. This will be a good, the whodunit cam, super important, but didn't change camera angles on me. How disrespectful. He does catch a piece of the fence here, but he's side by side with the 0-2 of Matthew Durr on the entrance. Kind of washes up. It's super early in the race. Not a whole lot of grip. Just loose. Normally we see guys, they throttle up too early, nail the outside. Oh man, the 16 machine nearly avoided disaster. Zach Osborne. Oh man. But what we'll see a lot is they'll throttle up early and they think they got that second apex and they just slam right about there. What is that? Yeah, visit Myrtle Beach. Or that last little red portion of the safety barrier right before. And they'll head to the inside wall anyways. But this one was just kind of getting loose and not able to correct it in time. But blown motor, that'll essentially end his day. In the 38th position. Let's go on board with the 16 machine during this.
If you actually went to the 16.
Yeah, if I actually went to the 16, that would help a lot. So we're still... we changed. 82 was all up in the fence, too, there, but he was able to back it down. And he had a run on the 82. He was going to go to the inside. Then he saw the 42 come back up. He's like, maybe I shouldn't. That car is destroyed.
I will say thanks to the crash, I have noticed a throwback, the O2 with the Alltel scheme.
Take a look. If you're watching and you know you got a throwback scheme, mention it. You know, when you get a chance. Oh yeah. It's good. It's not an official throwback weekend. NASCAR discontinued that for some reason, but
Because they're dumb.
who else? Who was it that we knew that we had one in qualifying that we saw? No, there was one other one that for sure.
Is the one in Mackin?
That's right. Here we go. First restart of the night through the Sunoco restart zone. We're back underway.
Berger got a big jump there, gonna pull Cameron Chandler through to P2.
So that's the swap for second. Chandler was putting the pressure on right before the caution, and finally gets it done, and everybody fans out down the back straightaway. Yarnell 3 wide, Furlan in the middle, and way down below, and he's gonna lose a lot of momentum. Looked like he was trying to pit almost.
Definitely sounded like there might have been an issue. Oh. He doesn't get tail tapped, but definitely almost got tail tapped down the back stretch. Had to back out of it.
Fanning out down the back. Ooh, the Ben & Jerry's machine gets into the outside wall there. That's the 21 machine of Diego Rodriguez. Picking up a Darlington stripe early. And honestly, they're a dime a dozen here. Most of it will end up being cosmetic. Some of them will be worse than others, but just got to keep going. Side by sides with bold. We got a caution. Who's at the back of the field that might have Jeff Carson? See anything? Where was the notification of the yellow? Ah, there it is. Was Jeff Carson. Why did it not tell me he crashed? All right. So off of. Oh, what in the? We're just way down there. Yep. Princeton bounces off the turn 2 wall.
I mean,
it's a lot going on there. Yellow didn't come out till miles after this. But you got Princeton. I believe that was Matt Mack, and they just all wad up down there and won. Jeff Carson says, thank you very much. I'm going to sneak through on the outside. Pow, right where I said. Turns to 19. So a chain reaction. And look, you see down there in the distance, it's still green, still green, still green, still green, still green, still green. Car's at a dead stop, and I can't even see it. Still green. And as they get going, the yellow pops.
I might have to see what's causing it. It's not drawing all cars, despite me telling it to draw all cars. iRacing just being iRacing.
You know, it happens. 2 quick cautions here. That's fairly common for someone to knock down the fence, leaving, exiting 2. So it's recoverable. Bradley Gunn, obviously, in all intents and purposes, done for the night. He can go back out there and log laps at an hour from now. But Jeff Carson, he's back out there, as is Princeton, who will go a lap down. I guess we gotta keep running through these alerts permanently to get them to finally disappear. But Bradley Gunn, obviously, with the meatball on the opening caution. And then going through the DNQs one more time. Not to highlight that. Darlington's pretty difficult. I probably wouldn't have qualified in, truthfully.
You got to give yourself a little more respect than that.
No, I'm not good at Darlington, man. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Kirker with a nice jump. He'll lead down to 1. Works off 2 nicely, though. Princeton actually 2 laps down from that. He is the only man a lap down, so we can get one back at the stage, or if there's a caution in before then, he'll get the lucky dog just by putting around and not having to work too hard for it. Once we start getting some laps under our belt, that's when you'll start to see a lot of movement on those that can take care of their stuff. It's naturally a little bit of a single file, at least initially. But you'll see those that can, hit this second apex right here, get some good momentum down the back. You have a lot of passing opportunities later in the run into turn number 3.
Oh, we got another yellow.
Who done it? Just back this up towards the back part of the field. I don't know about that one. Here with Aaron Mack. Oh, and the 64. That's what we talked about. Nails the outside wall, leaving 2, and the car underneath them. Unfortunate. Alex Princeton says, thank you very much. That's a free lap back. He'll get the wave around this time by. There he goes. Couple guys going to take advantage of this, top off for fuel, and somebody, obviously, if you're the 64, you're going to want to fix that damage, so. Arlington Stripes abundant early.
Mhm. I believe we're coming on 1 to go.
Got the 1 to go. 37 cars still running. 36 of them on the lead lap. Princeton 1 lap down. What is proving to be a difficult race early, but let's go back to the schedule here. We got Daytona, Atlanta, and then where'd we go next? Was it Coda?
Yes.
Yeah, Daytona, Atlanta, Coda, Phoenix, Vegas, and then Darlington. So almost every race you're having a different style of racing. And next week's Martinsville for the true short track test. So they're just punishing these guys early.
Yeah, gotta have real talent. It's, gonna quickly become a race of attrition. Cars will naturally take themselves out. Hopefully, not our leaders.
It hasn't really been at the front of the field. I mean,
yeah.
Well, we got to get some laps under our belt. So a couple guys pound the wall, even on the first lap back to the restart.
I see a lot of guys just consistently getting loose out of 2.
For Bradley Gunn, that's why he's on pit road for the last 15 minutes. Got loose out of 2. We've seen plenty of guys get tight out of turn 2 and pound the outside wall, and like 3 or 4 cars just hit it right there even. Claude Furland was one of them. Here comes the 24 machine. Richard Pruitt to his inside. Not quite clear. He does complete the pass there off turn 4. He's up 8 spots in the early going. Mike McConville's up 12, as is Brett Kingcock. Jackson Sims, the biggest mover inside the top 10, up 3 into the 5th position from 8th. Top 3 remain the same. On the second restart, Richard Cherry got passed by Cameron Chandler. On the third restart, Cherry got back by Chandler. It's been all Aiden Kirker has led all 22 laps thus far. Pretty much uncontested. However, this is about the biggest his lead has been. This is a great shot there off turn 2. I think that was Jeremy Brown in the fence. They're not Jeremy Brown, excuse me. Side by side down the front straightaway now as Moynihan and Henderson go at it. Moynihan down 7, Henderson plus 6, so different races, and they're now meeting in the middle here. That got close. Henderson has to back up out of it.
21 machine was in the wall through the corner.
We don't really know yet who has a good long-run car. We haven't had one yet.
And we're still 20 laps from the stage. In.
Who was that? That would have been, I believe, Brett Bennett. He's looking very sideways off turn 2 the last couple of laps. He dropped 1 spot, went from 6th to 7th, and Jared Wishon trying to close in and bring Trent Curtis right with him. Brad Peters started 10th. That's where he runs. Last man in the top 10, holding on to 1 stage point, but it looks like Trent Curtis caught a piece of the wall there, as did Jared Wishon.
Big battle back here between Jolie, Osborne, Pruitt, Yarnell's in on this.
Jolie, this is 23rd.
They were all side by side going through 1 and 2. Really shocked Jolie didn't get, put around.
He's up 12 spots. Qualified 38th. At least that's where he was put on the grid with all the reshuffling and everything. So he has made a big move here. Here comes Pruitt again to the inside of Furlan. We saw that a couple laps ago. Looks like he'll clear up, fit right in that slot. Furlan gonna try the crossover, not quite there for him yet. We got, looks like that was Trent Curtis in the wall again. Brad Peters sails on through. There's Moynihan right on his back bumper. Elliot Henderson to his inside. Through 3 and 4. Henderson thinking about a move to the inside, but a little too early to force the issue, I'd say. This will be a good look here. Oh man, that looked close. Henderson again looking to the low side there. Don't know if he'll have the momentum on that.
Oh, we got a caution. We had
Richard Pruitt.
Engine.
We were just on that battle. He's already towed to pit road. Let's take a look. Yeah, how many times have we seen that? I mean, that is just calamity corner. Exit of turn number 2. Working there on the outside, trying to hold his position. Gasses it up a bit too early. I mean, this is right where I'm talking about. Right in between the Visit Myrtle Beach and that red safer barrier. Smack dab in the middle. Bounces off of it. Claude Furland right to his inside. Nowhere they can go. Pruitt's destroyed. Heavy damage for Furland. And actually, I think it can be classified as severe. Yeah, he's dragging parts there. And you see, even Furland realized he was coming in too hot. He checked up even before the 24 hit the fence. He blows a motor. His steering's limping big time to the left. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Oh, no.
And did he just blow up?
He did.
Yeah, it just got worse as he kept limping there to pit road.
He couldn't get turned, I don't think.
Yeah, the left front, dead. That's the angle we wanted. Yeah, the left front's destroyed, and there's John Wilco. I think had to let him by. Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well,
I should have towed, but I get it.
let's take a look at, I'm trying to see something here. From John Wilco's point of view. Ah. Let me just put that in reverse. Alex Princeton is stopped on the racetrack. He should be back on the lead lap, yes. Richard Pruitt, obviously with the initial blown motor, he's called it a night. Claude Furland, we got 3 blown motors already. Furland, Pruitt, and Gunn. Gunn blew it first, so he could, pick up 2 spots for free if he wants to. And all 35 other drivers on track and on the lead lap. 3 down and 35 more to go. 34. Somebody has to win. About Jackson Sims. He's up to P2. He's up 6 spots, and that is partly because Cameron Chandler came down to pit road just to top off for fuel. He's now in the Hornets' nest. He's P28 on the outside. We got cars to the inside. All over the place. I think that was John Wilco. There's smoke coming off of too. Fastest in practice, qualified 3rd, now 29th. That pit stop. It's going to see them beating and banging here. Right in front of him, just having to preserve his stuff. It says 4 tires.
He's letting people on by.
Oh, and that's partly why Moynihan
Moynihan.
absolutely destroys Packard. Chandler on through. Moynihan still on the fence,
Oh,
and now
they're
he's
just
going to
beating and
turn.
banging.
It's just going to go from bad to worse for these two. Yellow is out.
They couldn't let it be.
Man. The Wreckfest broadcast was not scheduled till this upcoming Saturday, but we got one on Monday. Moynihan just sends it off in there. I mean, he's so low to the corner. Hip checks the 49. And I think that's the 49 being upset, but I don't know what that proved.
Maybe he couldn't, keep it off.
I mean, it was broke at that point. Let's take a look, actually, at Cameron Chandler. Let's try and keep a little bit of track on this. Just for curiosity's sake. Let's see what they did to that 81 machine. And they are going to put a set of 4 tires on that. And he's down and away. And then we go green. That is... That is an interesting one. How about the Aiden Kirker timeline chart? Just been P1 the entire time. Not a bad place to be. But Trent Curtis coming in. Going to give up a top 10 spot. Relay for life. I remember that vividly as a child. He's going to take a set of 4. I think it's art. We've seen this time and time again with the guys that are saying, "Hey, we're just going to ride it out, be super easy on our stuff with less than 10 laps to go in the stage, and just try something a little bit different." One idea.
Just, if it works out, you can fight for your life.
Let me double check that we got the tire sets right. Yep, 5 total. So you got 4 to choose from. So, I mean, you take one at stage 1, take one at stage 2. It kind of gives you one to play with, essentially. You could play with it early and kind of do what these guys are doing, what Trent Curtis and Chandler did, where you kind of, try and save one towards the end. So,
You saw it work out last week.
worked out very well for Wilco. And then they're out here sticking to... I mean, he won the race last week. He's 5th in points. He's out here sticking to his strategy. 31st right now. Didn't qualify. Wants to be at the back. South Carolina Department of Transportation. The ever-consistent hands-free. Well, text and drive. week in and week out for Mr. Wilco. But strong start to his season. Gambled in Vegas and actually came out a winner. Yeah, they got the win. 5th in points. I mean, what more can you want from the opening 5 races in the season?
I mean, if you're greedy, you could be like Tyler Reddick.
I guess you could win 3 in a row and make them realize, darn, we brought back the old point standings. We don't like it. We don't want this domination. We got to have an interesting storyline in late October, guys. Can't just run away with it. Long season to go for them. Long race still to go here. Moynihan on pit road, obviously still suffering from that heavy damage from that last caution. Packard was able to get back out on the track. He's 29th, heavily wounded, but you know it's Darlington, man. These cars aren't going to look pretty. Unless you're Aiden Kirk. You're just out front having a good time. But let's say, I'm curious here. You got Trent Curtis just bolted on a set of tires. Where is Cameron Chandler? He's going to be 25th. He's just going to let the 95 of Corey Burkert go right on by. He is not interested whatsoever. With 6 to go and you're 6 seconds back of the leader. He is not interested. So he's just going to save his stuff. And he'll be P1 here at the restart. Came in on lap 30, so he had to milk this for 15 laps. Got plenty of caution laps to do it.
It feels super early, and
yeah, because like honestly, actually no, he's not. Because Trent Curtis, man, I was gonna say because Trent Curtis, did the same thing. He's gonna take the lead, but he's just knocked the fence down.
We're gonna see a challenge for the race lead here. Sims, he hit the wall. He was on the bumper just to the outside of the 76 machine. He was
now
fighting.
Under pressure from Cheery, just like that. Jimmy Brown now in the picture. Walker Thomas up to 5th.
Oh, he does it again. He is beating the wall down, man.
79 taking a peek. 2 Darlington stripes in half a lap, or just about a lap.
I looked a lot more like a Darlington dent.
Upgraded.
There was a loud impact when he hit that wall.
3 laps to go on the stage. Fight for 2nd is on. 5th's pretty comfortable. P6 is not comfortable whatsoever. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right there. Let's get off of that camera here. As Brett Bennett's trying to hold everyone behind him. Brad Peters like, hey, I would like it if you went and got... Oh, boy. Oh, man, that's close. 82, where did Brett Kincott come from? We go 2 laps to go, Sage, and there goes Henderson! Can he save it? Yes! What a save. That could have been disastrous. Here comes Hansen around the outside. McConville's right there. Here comes Jordan Smith. Fantastic piece of driving to save it. Don't know if you want to put yourself in that spot because it was getting real awkward. King got 16 spots gained. He's going to get a stage point if he can hang on. 1 more lap. He's got 4/10 to Ross Brockman. Looks like he will. And just like that, it kind of settles out a little bit unless somebody knocks the fence down. So I think 4 of them just did. Right there, it looked like. But Aiden Kirker, flag to flag in stage 1. All he's got to do is power off turn 4. Single file to the finish. Kincott gets P10. Those are your stage 1 point earners.
Finish to the stage. They really said, you know what, we're going to put all these cautions, aside. We're just going to throw it. Just go out there, just Man,
Good stuff from
they really
everybody.
try to wreck.
They did, but how about, I mean, here comes everybody. They're going to bolt on a set of tires here, lap 45. Nick Hansen is going to stay out. He pitted at lap 30 as well. So take a look. Here's going to be the first man to lead a lap that is not Aiden Kirker. Trent Curtis, lap 36. Princeton, lap 36. Cameron Chandler, lap 30. So 4 guys kind of wanted the track position guaranteed at the start of stage 2. And they'll get it. Kirker from Chury from Brown, so on and so forth. McConville's up there now to 10. What did he do? Is he going to save a set, knowing how chippy it's been? I bet he did. Let's go take a look at the 8 machine. And that's exactly what he did. Fuel only for Mike McConville. Your top 10 post. The stage 1 pit cycle as follows. Top 4 stayed out. Kirker, Cheery, Brown, Bennett, Thomas, McConville. First off of pit road.
Really wonder if this strategy will work for Chandler. I mean, he's got the leaders right there behind him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got 16 lap older tires. I know you babied them the whole way, but they are still 16 laps older. No matter what. Packard 1 lap down, Moynihan 9 down, Rodriguez 11 down. Oh, and they all spun the tires. Trent Curtis, it's going to get ugly.
Oh, they're stacking up.
It's going to get ugly.
Caution. Wait, caution?
Yeah, I think they realized that was going to be a death sentence. Just threw the caution.
Say, all right, go take tires. Get out the way.
They're like, hey, that didn't work. Are you sure you want to do that? Be honest here. Packard will say thank you very much. Let's go blimp cam here. Just right smack dab in the middle. Chopper better. Yeah, this will be way better. There's a couple hard collisions in there. Actually, I don't think it got far enough back to be an utter catastrophe, but the back half of the field, they're actually kind of spread out for some reason, so they didn't run into it. But with that, Mike McConville says, you know what? I think I will take tires. Wait, did he? Am I wrong again?
I don't see any tires on that vehicle.
So he came down. He's like, you know what? I don't want the tires, but I don't want to be up there. So he's gonna top off with fuel and just save that set again. Packard does get back on the lead lap. 32 on the lead lap. Jeff Carson in a bit of trouble here. See if he makes it. And there he goes. Sold out crowd here in Darlington, South Carolina. It's about the only thing to do. Like Moynihan got the wave. I'm Trent Curtis. I'm doing a little bit more weaving, you know? I'm trying to get those tires cleaned up. Same thing. I mean, any of the top four. I mean, that's the top 15 there. Top four, all on older tires. Let's just stick it right here. This will be what we need to see. If Carson catches the field, as does Moynihan. Either one will tell us the story here.
I really just want to get into turn one.
It might be worse if they do. Much better that time. Well, Princeton didn't go. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to check up here. That kills you if you're Aiden Kirker. Dirt into the fence. Kirker's like, yeah, I got fresh tires. I gotta go. See you later. Princeton just be dropping here. Brown around the outside. There's Walker Thomas. Here comes the 80 of Rockman. King caught Henderson. Princeton says, yeah, I don't want to be here. 80 makes, he's like, I should get on the outside and get this run. If the tires allow him to, wash up and kill everybody. Interestingly enough, though, Trent Curtis, who spun the tires something fierce on the first attempt, has taken the lead over Nick Hansen. They kept it for 2 laps as Cherry will move to the inside, and then Chandler. Oddly enough, him and Hansen on the same tire strategy. Brad Peters put it lap 46. He's going to move right on through, as is the rest of the field. Hansen still hanging tough as much as he can. And Peters to his inside. Matthew Dirt up next, but Trent Curtis has checked out for the time being. Not a bad gig if you can get it for Trent Curtis. Everyone else got slowed up in the chaos a little bit. And they got to do some work to reel you in. And hopefully the tires kind of equalize at that point. And that's at least what you're hoping. Oh, and that's going to be trouble. Nathan Yarnell off the bumper of Princeton. What?
No caution. They keep it going.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah, that's Princeton. He's struggling on those old tires, man.
Oh, they're about to... Matt Mackin and it's Brockton Packard going at it.
Packard's car is destroyed. Rich Jett, hasn't been touched all race. Same thing with Wilco. Jeff Carson just got the lucky dog, and they're beating and banging right in front of him. Every time I'm just trying to manage here. But that did not work for Alex Princeton. Made probably a couple people unhappy. Almost tore up his race car a couple times. pushing first back to the throttle. He'll get the move done off of 4. Move into the 17th position for car 17. He's got about 2 seconds to Ethan Wall kind of at the back of this train, which is, almost the leading group. But this has overall worked for Cameron Chandler and Trent Curtis. Nick Hansen even has. The only one it didn't work for was poor Alex Princeton.
He just couldn't get it going forward.
Aiden Kirker still, bottled up in 7th. Trying to find a way around Hansen still. But you almost have to force the issue. You're on the inside with the fresh tires. You're just going to have to slide up and take it because here comes Hansen back on the outside there. Durr, I think, finally had enough.
I mean, how many times do we see it where,
and it's hard to make a move there on the bottom. Like, look, he's going to have to force it here. Second half of the corner. Hansen cuts him a bit of a break, but it's hard, man. He's 3 seconds behind the leader now. Like you said, our dominant car has to pit, get off cycle a little bit, and they just get stuck in traffic for longer than they want. Richard Chury to the lead for the first time tonight. There's a mess back here. Oh, Hansen now getting shoved in the fence.
It'll bound to happen.
Yeah. I mean, really it was. Like, hey, bud. Hey, you got to get on through here. Still holding tough, though. But if you're Trent Curtis and Cameron Chandler, you like your odds there. You just hope the guy on your outside, it's almost like a team. You're like, hey, you got to get off the corner. Don't smack the fence. I won't shove you in the fence, and you won't hit the fence on your own and hit me. It's a 50-50 game there. Starting to settle in just a little bit. Through dirt. Up to 4th. Chandler up in the fence there a little bit. Off of 4. 0-2 carries the position. Here comes the 76 of Kirker, trying to get back into the top 5. Look at this mess.
Oh, yeah, that was really close with Hansen. Sam just trying to make his way through. Oh, that's 29's going around.
Oh, Jordan Smith don't overcorrect. There it goes.
Oh, no.
It's not
Caution? Caution? No caution?
They're off track. Keep it green. They've had enough. They have seen enough. My goodness. Blimp Cam, he just gets in there too hot into the back of the Jackson Sims machine and then just trying like heck to save it. Osborne finally gets him spun around. And they said, I didn't hear no bell. Get it going. Y'all screwed up too many times tonight. Race manipulation. They just want green flag laps. That's what they did there. My goodness. Best lap overall tonight has been a 29.89 from Cameron Chandler. Last lap was a 32 flat, mired in traffic. A better example, a 29.97 best lap of this race for Richard Chury. Last lap a 31.28, so 1.3 seconds of fall off. If you look at this chart, it hasn't been that many laps since the pit stop. Only 17. Trent Curtis, he's a 31.4. Brad Peters, 31.3. Durr, a 31.4. Kirker, 31.1. Since he got on by. Kirker still with that overall speed. Henderson, a 31.1. But now Meyer in the back of this group in 10th. Take a look at the last 5-lap average. It's actually Daniel Moynihan who is essentially out of this race. Elliott Henderson, Walker Thomas, Jeremy Brown, Richard Shuri for the last 5 laps from lap 64 to 69. We'll recalculate here at the end of lap 70 as drivers cross the line. Brett Kingcott making an appearance, Jeremy Brown. Moynihan must have just... Oh, there's Packard getting lapped. Poor Moynihan, he fixed up a good bit of that damage, must have bolted on a set of tires. He's just like, how fast can I go? I don't got much else going on right now. Let's see here. Richard Shuri going to cross the lap, the line here. We got a caution. Bradley Gunn, though, was the only man in the 30s. On that last lap. Did Rich Jets below the apron? Yep. But it wasn't. I mean, it was Rich Jett, but actually Mike McConville, the big loser there. And it's just that same game. I mean, verbatim. Bam. I mean, it's just right there. Bounces off the wall, and McConville goes for a ride. Does an excellent job, though, of not killing the inside wall there, and he'll live to race another lap. Now we got a little bit of strategy, though. We're about halfway through with this stage. What do? You want a stage win? You want some flexibility towards the end of the race? It just depends.
If you bolt on a set here,
You're gonna win the stage. You got enough time to do it. Not a whole lot of takers though. Ross Brockman and Fitting, Chet. Brockman, I could see taking the gamble. Couple guys at the back. He's trying to fix damage. Yes, Brockman. Let's see here. You're the test subject. He'll come out 24th. Let's see where he ends up. And he'll have a huge advantage here.
It'll just be, can you get through the traffic?
Yeah, it's harder to get through. Like in Las Vegas, you'd have plenty of room, but you don't have as much room here. So, but he's got the time to do it.
And if you get too aggressive, you're gonna go around.
Aggressive goes around. Where have we heard that before? We have 15-lap dash here. Not a sprint, but not a long run. Just a dash, I say. Sounds good. 30 cars on the lead lap. Packard, first man, a lap down. Then Moynihan, Yarnell, Kneebone, Rodriguez, Furland, Pruitt, and Bradley Gunn. They're still working on that thing, man. Hope they found an engine for him. Been sitting there a long time. All out of the race. I guess Gunn is off, technically, but... Good jump there for the 79 machine. Let's just go right here. He's already up one spot. He is stuck on the inside. They won't have the momentum to sail around the outside here. Let's just see this on this opening lap, how aggressive he wants to be. Oh, he's got so much more speed. Keep it off the wall. That's step one. Look at all that in front. He's going to make a big dive here to the inside. Got 2 spots on the restart there on the first lap.
We're going to have 3 wide. I believe this is Elliott Henderson. Okay, he steps out of it. Big checkup's going into 1.
Oh, just be careful, Brockman. You're so much quicker than them. Just got to mind your manners, I know. Pick your spots.
Brett Bennett getting bullied. He almost went around.
But Brockman wants it, you can tell. He's getting up right here in this mix, man. Started 23rd, already up to 19th, now 18th. Send it there on the inside against much fresher tires. Every car he passes is less he's got to do. But look at the run he's going to get here on Jolie. He'll move down to the inside. He's just going to use that low line. I mean, he could push all out here. If he wants to burn this set, go get some good stage points. I mean, that's his one set. E16, 4 seconds behind the race leader. He's got one giant pack still to get through in the next about 8 cars, and then he can really make that advantage work for him. P15. He's not losing time. He's just stuck at 4.2. He's that much quicker. He's working through all this traffic. He can just throttle up so much sooner.
Stuck in traffic because here comes McConville. Also on for extra years with the run he got there. Holy.
Did McConville? Oh, got fence back there. Did McConville finally take tires and we missed it? We've been keeping track of that. Oh, McConville, that's how you burn it up. Sliding through 4. Brockman to 13.
So he took tires after.
How quick he just showed up on scene, yeah. Going at it, man. Trent Curtis all in defense, all in defense. Oh, this is going to get rough. I'm bored with McConville now because he's really forcing the issue. Brockman to 12th. Curtis going to block low here. McConville says, get out of the way, please, and thank you. Got somewhere to be. I'll just throttle up and clear. Brockman nearly gets hip checked to the inside by Wishin. Battle for the lead going on as well. Here's Kirker. Excuse me, not for the lead, for second. As Jury has checked out. Brad Peter second, Durr third. Kirker looking to the inside of 4th. Brockman to 11th. He'll now break into the stage points here. Look at the difference there. McConville just made up 4 car lengths on Cameron Chandler.
I believe Princeton also took tires with the way they're moving.
73. Didn't work out for him. So yeah, he's one that can afford because he tried to save a set. So he's burning up here as well, trying to get into the stage, into the top 10. Brockman up to 9th, and now it's kind of 1 car at a time, a lot easier. It's coming to
Especially
7
when
laps to go. You just
drivers
drive to the
hate
inside.
the outside wall.
Yep. I mean, that's almost 2 in 1 corner here. Brockman to should be P7 here. Look at the momentum. That's on the inside. Of course, Yarnell, thank you for chiming in. I think the race didn't go as well as you would have wanted it.
Ooh, Brinson with contact with Thomas.
Kondo now to 10th. And he's made up half a second on the leader here, Brockman has, once he's got the clean air. Here he comes. Go get him, man. This will be great. There's P2. Look at this. They're all killing each other for P2, and Brockman says, thank you very much. Oh, trouble!
Oh, my!
Oh, no!
Oh, come on! You had so much time!
Oh, no! It's getting worse. Oh, blown engine for Jared Wishon. Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
Oh, we shot.
Not like
Did he
that.
really have enough time?
Let's
I
take
don't-
a look.
Does he not see it?
Right in behind Cameron Chandler. You know, oh my goodness. Brad Peters fighting for P2 and now out of the race. So I'll say this much, right? All right, so here you go. You're working off of 4. He might see them right here spin down to the inside. It depends on where he's looking, where he's focused at. Okay, you might see it. Should probably see it. I don't know. Right here, you don't see anything. Fair. Don't see it. You see. All right, the 81 makes a big move. He is,
The second the 81 gets out of it, it's like, oh no.
but he is still speeding up. The 81 makes the move. He is speeding up. The yellow is out. He is still going. Still going. Still going. He has turned to the left at this exact second, and then starts hitting the brakes. But it is far too late.
The yellow doesn't come out until well after the 81 gets out of his vision. Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that
still
light right
it's
there.
still green, still green. I mean, it's still green. So yes, it makes sense that he's still accelerating, and the yellow is out at this moment, and it's too late for everybody involved. Brad Peters, thanks for coming. Jared Wishon, thanks for coming. It's just death and destruction. Let's take a look at what actually caused this, right? It's Brad Peters and Matthew Durr just going for broke. Fighting for P2. And then the 05 is going to turn himself off of the 02. And it's just coming back up the track. Pinball.
Man, it's not like he had any choice. He just gets people up back. Oh, man. That was violent.
That was very aggressive. And then the O2 machine here, he's fighting it, trying to save it, fighting it. And he gets a big he bends in the nose there. Oh wait! Oh, right at the end, it's even worse.
Oh no!
See that? That was the 90 machine. Yeah. Man. That is tough.
This is going to be one heck of a restart.
Yeah, but that was the 90 of Brett Bennett in there late to Durr. So that took out a handful of the top 5 just in one fell swoop. So this actually helps, though. It closes that 3-second gap. So Brockman, McConville, Brinson are going to be killing each other for this stage win. It could be a 2-lap shootout. Here's the sprint. He got a good restart, though. but I mean, you saw once it was one car at a time. It's pretty brutal. But you have to go now, because if a caution comes out, it's over. You got good stage points as it is, but you'll want that last little bit. There's the first. Throttle up here, clear.
Oh, caution.
Oh, and just like that. Way at the back, Jordan Smith gonna toe to pit road with the meatball flag. Stage is over. And Ross Brockman is kicking and screaming. Oh, Ethan Ball around. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Yep. Race control's going to be busy tonight after this race. It was actually the 29 that kicks this all off and ends up in his eventual death. Loose there, and then we'll, well, the 96 actually comes way up, I'd say. The 29's a little bit down. I didn't mean to. Hooks the 96, and then the 02 who just was involved, runs to the back of him, sends him down to the inside, spinning like a Beyblade. There is the 95 of Corey Burkett, and there goes the motor.
Somewhat kills the strategy, but Brockman, McConville...
I mean, they get a good finish out of it.
They do get good points out of it, and they're going to have good restart position here for, final stage.
So Ron Fitting actually crosses the line, but at the time of caution, which they revert back to, I think he was in the stage. So we'll see. And strategy's flipped upside down again because a lot of people pitted at 86. No, it's not even strategy because the tires are essentially the same. It's more so just the track position. You have 2nd through 9th that pitted right before the stage at 86. They're like, hey, it's a 2-lap sprint. We don't have to do anything. And they were proved correct. So Cherry back down to 10th. Brockman 11th. It must be said Matt Mackin pitted at lap 46. And Ron Fitting lap 73. Ron Fitting gonna get up here and lead some laps. Tier 1 setup shop. He's gonna get some airtime for those boys. We're into the final stage. 10 cautions, a brutal race. It's Darlington. It does not surprise me one bit.
And we still have 100 laps to go.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's 147.
I just noticed that. I'm like,
yeah,
that's...
So, just the way that they did it. So it's really, I mean, it took such a long time with those cautions, but it's now almost 50 to go, really, when you think about it. And look at this field, though. I mean, like, it looks so much smaller. 27 cars. I mean, it's considerably smaller than what it was just an hour ago. It's weird. It's only been an hour and a half, but we've done 91 laps. Darlington. I don't know. Final stage underway. No more guaranteed cautions, but with the way that we've had this race, there will be more cautions. Here we go. Ron Fitting, don't spin the tires. Step 1 complete. I think Elliot Henderson's in the catbird seat. He's going to back out of it. Brett Bennett should be able to take the lead here on the fresh tires. If you're Ron Fitting right, you led the lap under green. Mission complete. Didn't spin the tires, didn't wreck the field. Now leading laps here in stage 3. Got clean air, so with all the chaos behind you, why the heck not, right? Looks like Bennett doesn't want to use up his stuff too much. Being very passive there. He didn't just throttle up and get gone. And there he makes a big move there. Henderson, I think, now realizes, hey, Bennett used up his stuff a little bit. Getting around the 03, I'll pass him for free. And here comes Brett Kingott along for the ride. Fitting doing a nice job. He's keeping it out of the fence. He's got guys flying by him on the inside here. He's not, freaking out, hitting the wall. Just 52 laps to go. Brett Bennett, your race leader. Aiden Kirker, dominant car of Stage 1 and Stage 2. Bottle up in traffic. P9 to the inside of Matthew Durr, who somehow still has a race car. Very lucky how the end of Stage 2 went for him. Kirker's got to work back up there. Cameron Chandler's in 11th. And Curtis, he's had a top 2 every race. He's P5.
I just heard a engine blow. Oh, and there is things happening. Holy.
Cars on the inside here. Matt Mack.
There's the 46 machine.
Jeremy Brown.
Jeremy Brown and Hanson get into it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
That's big damage. Yep. Blown motor, and there's Matthew Durr, and there's Cameron Chandler. So you find yourself in this mess, and things just tend to happen. Might not have 20 cars on the lead lap by the end of this. 46. It's stage 3. He's battling up inside the top 10, and he is not clear. It's almost like that Martin Truex Jr. Chase Elliott move. He dives it off into one. It's just not quite clear. 99 in the fence, and then he just comes and collects the 46 after the fact. Motor blows immediately, which I think is interesting. He'd be down on horsepower. It just blows. Chandler and Durr in it. And there you go. So this will bring us inside of 50 to go. Or Jeremy Brown's trying to limp it back. At 10 miles an hour. Qualified pretty high up in the field, so I don't think he's going to get there. At this point, he's in his he's on pit road. He's not going to get a push because he's in pit lane. So 6 miles an hour. Yeah, that's just going to be frictions working against him. 5 miles an hour. 4. The motor's blown. I'm like, considering we got 50 to go, I'm surprised he just hasn't towed. Just go enjoy the Monday night or something. Whatever's left of it. Darlington Stripes, Darlington Dents, Darlington DNFs. 2 miles an hour. 1 mile per hour.
He'll get there one day.
And he'll stop in somebody's box. And eventually tow. Yeah, he had so much further to go. That was so audacious. He was trying, man, but it wasn't close. Elliot Henderson, I think, is in a really good position. He's shown great speed. Won at Atlanta. And he would be our first repeat winner of the season. That allowed Ron Fitting. They bolted on a set of tires. He's P16. Whoever can save a set of tires here, bolt them on with 20 to go, that'll probably be your race winner. There's been so much going on, though. It doesn't, it's just 23 cars on the lead lap. Ethan Ball is the man 1 lap down, and I think Nick Hansen is going to join him in that fight for the lucky dog. Brett Bennett is the control car through the restart zone, and we are back underway. Inside of 50 to go, just like that. And we're just going to keep eating their laps away. Side by side for second. Kingcott with the advantage. Can he slide up and clear? Yes. Plus 24. Take a look. Only been on pit road twice tonight, so even if we assume that it took 4 tires both times, which the chart does based on the length of his pit stop, he's still got 2 sets left. So Brett Kingcott in an excellent position.
Yeah, if you saw how this race started and you didn't, prepare that 1 set of tires for the end of the race, that's really on you.
Yeah. When then we had 6 cautions before stage 1 ended, you had to realize that this is going to be a prime. Oh, 3 wide. Wilco says, all right, it's time to go, man.
I mean, Brockman got like 4 spots there down the backstretch.
How about Corey Burkert, man? He's been quiet all night, but he's up here inside the top 10 late. How about that for the 95 machine? Brandon Minto also just hanging out, kind of just P11, P12 again this week, just consistent. Richard Shuri back down to 19th. Cameron Chandler, 21st. They got work to do. Packard's been beating and banging all night. He's on the lead lap. He's fighting away. It's one of the cars that could have won this thing. Still could win this thing. We have no idea the last 44 laps are going to be. It's Brett Bennett out in front right now. In the 90 machine, he got a piece of Matthew Durr right at the end of stage 2. Clipped him, but car's okay now.
That 62 machine just bouncing off the wall.
As long as he wasn't texting and driving, he's all right. Ron Fitting, up 2 spots since the restart. He bolted on a set of tires. Must be said, Ross Rockman, yeah, he said he's on the move. He's up to 10th. He pitted at lap 98. He's got a couple lap pressure tires in these guys. He used it at the end of stage 2. Nearly got the stage win, ended up 2nd. We'd love one more spot at the end of this race. Here comes Walker Thomas. He's been consistently in the top 10 tonight. He'll make a move to the inside of Trent Curtis. He's up to P4 and charging late. Here comes Kingcott to the inside. Bennett hits the wall. Side by side for the race lead. Kingcott through. Henderson's got a great run. Bennett's fading here a little bit. Henderson has to check up to not get run over. And here comes Walker Thomas down the front stretch. Nowhere to go, though. Side by side for second. Bennett fighting back. Kingcott says thank you very much. Thomas thinking about 3 wide, but he's got a block from Aiden Kirker, who's joined the party. Trent Curtis. And how about Mike McConville? Why not? The more the merrier. He got a second out in front from that scrum. Just like that. 1 lap, a second ahead. Thomas fighting hard to clear for 3rd. Kingcott nearly up in the fence again. Nearly in the fence.
I think he might have gotten him that time.
76 on through. As is Trent Curtis. 90's fading big time. .39 laps to go. Kingcott out in front. Elliott Henderson chasing in 2nd. No lower than 18th tonight for Henderson. He's only pitted twice as well. So these guys up here, the top 6 have all pitted twice, so they got sets to spare. Brett Bennett would love to bolt on a new one right now. He's struggling just a bit. Brockman on the freshest tires, but not by much. He's kind of settled out to P10. And you can see his charge there right up at the end of stage 2. Got second in that, got picked up 9 valuable points. Levane Jolie, big mover as well. He's up plus 26. He actually is the biggest mover. Lowest 35th. Now runs inside the top 10. Henderson has closed the gap to Kingcott in half. Henderson, one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. Almost nothing in it between them, but I expect that to change in the favor of Henderson because he's closed in a massive way on the last lap and a half.
Not really.
Yeah,
Still right there together, but man, Henderson
just
flying.
over the last 5 laps. He is the fastest man on track on average, just by 100th of a second. He's closing in even more now. 2 car lengths. Great run on the entrance of 3. Does it sacrifice him on 4? Not really. A bobble from Kingcott. Henderson is there. Oh yeah, he picked it up. About a 10th and a half now. Kingcott, that last lap. Oh, and he's in the fence.
Kingcott, the pressure's getting into him.
No, there's
Henderson threw on the intimidate button.
35 laps to go. I don't even know if that's pressure. I think it's just a formality at this point. Henderson.
Fight, man.
Henderson is the quickest car on the racetrack. I don't know what you do. 35 to go. He's all over the place right now. That is allowing Walker Thomas to join the group here. Kirker not far behind. He was the dominant car the first half of this race. So they're hoping that Kingcott can put up some kind of defense. Top 5 separated by 1.2 seconds. Conville now challenging to the inside of Brett Bennett. That's the battle for 6th. And Conville trying to move himself up 25 spots. And just like that, Walker Thomas through to P2. He is clear. So that gives Kingcott a bit of a reprieve. 33 to go. Ripper's right there. He's like, hey, all of you just use up your stuff. And Curtis is enjoying the show. 0.2 back still. They're fighting. He's not losing any ground. Safe behind from Bennett. He's battling away with McConville, so no pressure right now. Curtis can kind of just manage his stuff here a little bit. Try and make a run at it in a few laps. I do wonder if that was almost a cat and mouse. Like, hey, you go try and fight him. Use up your stuff, and I'll get you both. But I don't know, because Kirker's right there. You don't want to be P4.
Really, definitely looks like he has used his stuff.
Oh, there.
Oh,
I think 3 guys just hit the wall right there. Top 3 all hit the fence.
Doing everything they can to, help out Kirker's cause.
Curtis is not out of this. If he can find just a little bit more. We're now into the dusk. Track's fully shaded. There should be a little bit more grip, and here comes Kirker. Just like that, Henderson was flying up to the race lead. Now back to 4th. First and second battling away. 3rd and 4th battling away, but battle no more. As here comes Aiden Kirker. He says, hey, I just, y'all are keeping that warm for me. Look at him. He's got a little in the tank still. With 29 laps to go. 23 cars on the lead lap, and there is the move. Walker Thomas to the inside. And he's got it. Kingcott gave it to him. Oh, he nearly puts it in the fence. He does put it in the fence. Here comes Henderson. Here comes Trent Curtis. Hang on to it. This is fantastic. But Thomas through to the lead. Kingcott to second. Kirker third to the inside, fighting for second.
He gets aggressive.
He gets a little loose
there. And I want to watch
Thomas
this battle,
says, like, hey, you guys keep doing that. Like, it's my turn to lead now. You guys fight. Says thank you very much. He's a little loose off it, too. Top 5 separated by 1.1 seconds. I think I see a big dive here from Kirker coming. Oh, Curtis is loose. He's fighting hard to stay with these guys. Kirker's clear to second. That's big.
My pick to win. Ooh, it looks like he just let Elliott Henderson on through.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times, and then they mess up in front of him, and he gets it right back. But Kirker, I think, definitely the man to beat. He's been calm and collected, and he was making big gains. Got held up in traffic. Back again to fourth. Now he's got one man to beat. Walker Thomas, the 67 leading the 76. 0.6 of a second. 26 laps to go. Sun's come back out a little bit. That might catch some people off guard. Good battles further back in this field. Ron Fitting, Aaron Mack, Corey Burkert. They've all just had relatively quiet nights in all of this chaos, and they sit 11th, 12th, and 13th. Rich Jett, John Wilco, top 15 efforts again. Packard and Brinson, eventful races. They battle for 22nd. Brockman now joins the party. He stuffs it in the fence, though, trying to pass Curtis. He's up to P5. He's 2 seconds behind the leaders. Remember, he has a couple lap fresher tires, but how much he's used of that, no. He was 2/10 quicker last lap than the race here. Ross Brockman be a factor? Did he take care of his stuff? Take a look. Brown actually finally come back out, so they're in a whole different ball game. Fastest lap overall goes to Cameron Chandler. He's down in 17th. His debut. Nick Hansen making a late pit stop for Brockman. He's now to P4. He's 1.7. Brockman's closing. He's clear. Well, put it in the fence.
Still 20 laps to go. Brockman, big shot here.
Brockman? Can he keep that same speed up, though? I mean, we're late in the run even for him. I know he's got, 5 lap pressure tires. And that's going to be tough to do this late in the run. But in another 10th that lap, Henderson, the oldest tires. Let's actually show you what we're talking about. Oops, take off the lap leaders there. 35 laps since the top 2. 39 for Henderson. 27 for Brockman. And he's 1 point. He is the quickest man of this top 5. Show you what we're talking about here, just with the top 5. That's 1.1. Got to pass 3 cars to get it done, though. And the 20 laps to go. Oh, he's loose. He's using it up. Inside of a second, though. Matt Mack into pit road. And a late caution changes everything. We just might get one. That's Corey Burkert to the inside, blown motor and all. Somebody's spinning out. It's Aaron Mack, and that will be the caution. And everything changes again.
Gonna have a 20-lap dash to the finish.
Oh, he just stuffs it up right in the fence, and it's just a chain reaction. Oh, I feel so bad. Said Zach Osborne, Ron Fitting, and Aaron Mack had nothing going on. They just kept it close, but he throttles up real early, catches the 16. He checks up. Fitting not able to check up in time, and poor Wilco, same thing. Quiet night up until then. Even poor Corey Burkert right before this off the back of turn 2 here. Oh, he just gets loose, and I think Rich Jet finishes him off. Yep. Blown motor. But that is not what Ross Brockman wanted to see. That's what Aiden Kirker wanted to see, because he's the quickest car on the short runs. Brockman, I think, man, he was moving. But now everyone's going to be on equal tires. If you got the good short run car, you got the car to beat. You don't dare take 2 here with how big the difference in tires is. You got him. You're taking 4. Ethan Ball, your lucky dog. Everybody's in. Don't overshoot your box. Every little 1/10 of a second matters here. Who's going to win the race off of pit road? It looks like Aiden Kirker with the P1 pit stall pole position. Comes in clutch yet again.
It's really slow. Is there potentially something wrong with the 67 machine, or
Yeah, I mean,
a big penalty?
Penalty?
I mean, the C7's not going.
John Wilco was given an EOL. He EOL'd himself for that. That's one of the admins. Something has happened to Walker Thomas. He lost the race off pit road and, like you said, slowed. Aiden Kirker now back in the catbird seat. All he's going to do is get a good restart, and he's gone. And 16 laps to go. He's up to speed now, but he's not going to keep his spot, surely. And now he's stuck there.
Interesting turn of events.
Cameron Chandler, he hasn't had the speed in this final stage. He's just been kind of stuck since the end of stage 2. Aiden Kirker will fight back. 16 to go. Looks like he might do it here if he can get this restart and get going. And he'll do so. 2.5 car lengths clear down to turn 1. Green flag back in the air. 22 cars on the lead lap. And he's up to 4/10 of a second. He is gone. Henderson P2, Brockman P3. He thought he had him as sitting ducks, but he's got to find a little something here. King Cott, he was leading at one point. McConville's P5. Bennett was leading at one point 20 laps ago. Who can find the speed here in the final 16 laps? 15 now. Kirker, 5/10 of a second. I think you just run 15 qualifying laps. Who cares if the tires bolt off? You know, if they fall off with 2 to go, you should be far enough ahead. Just run it to its absolute limit. If you bounce off the wall one time, who cares? Just go. Pay window is open. Rockman challenging for P2. Or P3, excuse me. He's under pressure from King Cott.
Ooh, Henderson in the wall.
Bennett in the wall big time, too. He'll fall back. Looking good so far.
Ooh, 79 machine getting really close.
Yeah, Richard Shurey, he was up there so much of the early part of this race. And a sequence of pit stops has just gotten him bottled in traffic. It all went wrong at stage 2 for so many of those guys. Battling away with Princeton, who's had an eventful evening. I think we're on for a repeat winner. Aiden Kirker started from the pole. Dominated Coda and has dominated here tonight. Had a great showing last week before getting taken out with some, not even taken out, just off sequence and strategy. Wrecking in the back. That's Chris Claude up and into the air. Matt Mackett involved late. Jeff Carson also involved. Turn 2 again. Calamity Corner. He just stuffs it in the fence. Jeff Carson gets him around. Man. Holy.
Goes up and over. No wonder that car's crab walking.
Aaron Mack was loose underneath the 19. And they just all, this whole group gets it wrong. Man. Matthew Durr right through the middle. That one Mackin smokes him. Man. Lone motor, crab walking. Let's take a look here with the O2 machine. On board. Think you're good? And then they're just spinning back up the track. Oh, and Mackin broke his steering doing that. There it goes. And gets the left side for good measure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and even here, Chandler, Cherry, Packard, Sims, they're going to bolt on that last set of tires, and they got, you know, a 3-lap advantage. Why the heck not?
What they can potentially do in less than 10 laps.
Yeah. They can probably get in the top 10. I mean, they're going to restart 15th. I mean, it's worth a 10th or two, so why not go for it? Just an absolutely brutal race of attrition. Multiple guys on pit road. You can't even tell who's officially out. And there's so many people. I mean, Bradley Gunn's out. He's on pit road. Gunn out, Pruitt out, Furlan, Rodriguez, Kneebone, Yarnell out. Wisham's been on pit road for 38 minutes, effectively out. Peters is out. Jordan Smith is out. Brown's been on pit road for 25 minutes. Matthew Durr, he's still going. Gonna try and he picked up as many spots as he could. Burkert on pit road. Wilco on pit road. Moynihan's been battling back all night. He's up to 25th. Mackin on pit road. Broke his steering under the last caution. Jeff Carson in 23rd out of the race under that most recent one. So he'll fall back here late. Nick Hansen out, or he's still going, out on track. Claude now out, obviously right at the end. He's smoking. Packard's beat up, but still fighting. All that to say, we got 20 cars on the lead lap. Nick Hansen, your lucky dog, but he's 3 laps down. It'll 8 to go. When we get the restart, here we go. Time to decide the winner. Kirk with another brilliant restart. This caution just helps him. He can get that restart, launch, and got no pressure for at least 2 to 3 laps. Keep a slight eye out for Cameron Chandler with the fresh tires, and he is going to be super aggressive, even with that slight difference.
To send it 3-1.
Ethan Ball, same thing. You got a 10th of an advantage, you might as well take it with 7 laps to go. Look at the hornet's nest. Kirker clear out front. Henderson clear for second. Kincott third. Brockman fourth. Bennett fifth. All semi-good. And then the real chaos starts right around 10th place with Fitting.
Fitting getting shoved down the backstretch behind.
That'll help
Cameron
him clear
Chandler.
up to Minto. Yeah, actually, it's too much. Ah.
Oh, they keep running into the wall back there. That
Pretty
96
wide behind
machine.
them. 81. He made the most of it. He's up to P10. Take a look at it just in the last couple laps. Made some decent progress from 16th to 10th. So snagged a couple points late. Got a little bit of clean air with 5 to go. Can he go get Osborne? He is leading the charge. Richard Cheery, same thing, 137. So it does have an effect. Walker Thomas now down in 13th after he came off pit road second and then just didn't go. Something happened. We don't know what. Now bottled up in traffic. Jackson Sims on the low line. 0.6 of a second out in front. Top 4 really pretty settled.
Ooh, contact Cameron Chandler and Osborne getting into it out of 4.
He's got those fresher tires. And he just wants to get there. Here comes Richard Cheery as well. We'll lose 2 spots down the Boeing backstretch. Is Osborne will fall out of the top 10. Just kind of strategy call there late. And it worked for these two. Ethan Ball going to get a top 15. Jackson Sims damaged. Packard severely damaged most of the night. He's looking for a top 15. Kirker, 4/10 clear. Coming to 2 laps to go. Does not want to see a caution. Bennett slideways out of turn 2. McConville pounces to the inside looking for a top 5.
Thought McConville was going to send him on around. That was real close.
Sylvain Jolie, your biggest mover, plus 27. He's trying to hang on. He's got 2 cars with fresh tires fighting all around him, and Chandler and Cheery, and they both sail around the outside just like that. Chandler up to 8th. We'll run out of time to catch Kirker. Henderson closing in 0.3 of a second as we head towards the white flag. So it's in desperation mode, but both of these guys have won a race. White flag race is official. 2/10. Henderson found a little bit on that last lap. A 10th and a half quicker. He gets a good run down the back.
Send.
He has a chance if he gets a good run off too. 2.5 tenths. 2 tenths as they head to 3. Henderson trying to get a run off the top. Kirker backing it up, just cautious. Don't smack the fence. Henderson's closing, but we'll run out of time. And Aiden Kirker, your first repeat winner from the pole, gets it done here.
Cheery able to get around Chandler there
At the
on
end.
the last lap.
He's 7, so that strategy worked.
Oh, what
great
is
for
this
them.
mess? A bunch of cars coming to the line here at the back.
Take a look here at the checkered. Look at this mess. What happened? Oh my goodness. Oh, is Cheery trying the slide job? Put everybody in the fence. Oh my goodness.
You gotta respect it.
He said, I got the fresh tires. Chandler actually, he shoves Curtis into the fence first. He tries to slide on through, catches the apron, and then hip checks the 81, which I guess that's fair because he hip checked the 51. And, here, look at Zach Osborne. He says, I want a piece. Clips the 08. Poor 08 stuck. He'll fall back to 12. And Henderson gave a run for him. I don't know if that was Kirker just making sure don't bounce off the wall, but he was tracking him down to the line.
Needed one more lap, I think. And what a race.
That was certainly a race. Man.
Still waiting on the race winner to,
First repeat
be
winner
available.
of the year. He'll park it. Oh, I can do one more burnout here. See if we got him. Not quite yet.
Don't see him anywhere.
Give him another 20, 30 seconds. They had to park the car. Maybe he doesn't know where victory lane's at.
Like he would.
Well, he knew where it was at Coda. So. He did talk to us at Coda. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Go ahead and get him up. Here with the race winner, Aiden Kirker from the pole, the first repeat winner of the year, winning at Coda in our O'Reilly debut for broadcasting, and dominant here at Darlington. Led, I think, every lap in Stage 1. Great performance in Stage 2 as well. And then Stage 3 got really interesting with the tire strategies, and is all mixed together. He fell back just a little bit. And with about 20, 30 laps to go, yourself, Henderson, Kingcott, Brockman, Bennett's all just swapping the lead. And obviously late race caution gets you the fresh tires. You win the race off pit road and able to manage from there. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Today was definitely odd. I feel like we had, a solid car, but surprisingly not the best car. I definitely was dealing with a lot of handling issues. But we've made some adjustments for that last stage, and I felt a lot better, and we were just kind of biding our time. Definitely caught a couple breaks with that caution, late caution coming out, because I think it was the 80 car. He was coming really quick. And then our fortune, our teammate, the 67, his misfortune, speeding up pit road, got us the lead. But and then it was just holding off Elliott. I thought I was going to be good, and then at the end he started crawling back and was making me sweat. So, but just really, really happy with the performance tonight. Darlington's by far my favorite racetrack to run at, especially in these O'Reilly cars. It literally comes down to, if you get green flag running, it literally comes down to who can manhandle their car the best, because they all drive like crap by the end of it. It doesn't matter if your car's set up good. Yeah. No, they're driving good. But yeah, it's a fun racetrack. It reminds me a lot about like dirt racing, just having them who can manhandle the car the most. So, but
yeah, that was a fun one. We didn't have the longest green flag runs, but we had a couple. And I think poor Brett Bennett, he was sliding every single time off turn 2, but it was fun to watch once we had a couple laps under our belt, and especially with that battle with like 30 to go, 20, whatever it was to go. You were leading, Henderson led, Kingcott, Bennett was leading, Trent Curtis got in the mix there for a couple of laps. You guys were going at it. But yeah, so winning at Coda a couple weeks ago, winning here, you had speed at Las Vegas too. 3 different types of tracks, really. So a lot of confidence for sure in the early part of the season. It's got to be kind of built up for the 76 machine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to start the season, we had to get rid of a little bit of dead weight, and just personally, mentally, just been a better driver. You know, I used to be a lot better at this than I have been in years past, and with deployments and stuff, it's been difficult to keep up on it. But I've kind of got a consistent time where I can race and put the effort in that I want to. and focus on this kind of singular league on Monday nights. And with the open setups, it's been a dream start to the season. I mean, I think tonight was 5 straight poles, 6 straight poles for the team, eighth stage win, like lots of laps led. I just feel so comfortable with the cars. And that's hopefully not going to change. I know we have some things under wraps as a team that we're going to be announcing soon. That's going to be hopefully a big uplift to our competition level, and it should be a lot of fun coming forward. There's a lot of good tracks. Martinsville next week. I know that it's kind of a cluster F on the service, but it's still a fun track to drive and race if you can get the right group. Bristol, Rockingham, all that. It's just there's a lot of fun just right down the road, and I can't wait for it.
Absolutely. We send them to the super speedways and the road course. We get to the mile and a half, then we go to Darlington, then short track. So we're sending everyone through the ringer for the first part of the season. But congratulations on the win here tonight, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, just want to thank Elite Motorsports. Great group of guys to race with. I know we didn't have the best look overall as a team, uh, but it's hopefully healing or hopefully winning heals all wounds. But yeah, couldn't ask for a better group of guys to race with, and we bring fast race cars to the track every Monday night. So as long as we can keep our nose clean, you can get results like we've been getting, and hopefully that doesn't slow down.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on your second win of the season, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Yep, thank you.
Here with your runner-up tonight, the 03 machine of Elliot Henderson. Chased Aiden Kirker all the way to the line, came up just about a car length short. Found a little bit in those last couple laps. Was a top 10, top 5 car much of the night. Able to avoid most of the chaos. Was in that great battle with 30 laps to go. Kind of unknown who was going to win. Really up until the final, 3 feet of this race. But great result tonight and a runner-up for your troubles.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I wish I had, 2 or 3 more laps, but I feel like we had a top 5 car. We just never really got there. I think Jared and I made some contact in turn 1 towards the end of the first stage, and that negated me back to like 14th. And then we just never really got the strategy right for stage 2. I wanted to try to stay out and have better tires and be away from the mess that time. So we ended up outside the points then too. But yeah, made an adjustment on the last stop, and I was hoping that that'd be enough. And then we had that late yellow, and I think that's kind of what messed it up. I'm so used to saving tires here. I'm not good in the long run, so that definitely hurt us. But always fun to battle Aiden. Had fun at Vegas. Wish we would have finished 1-2 there, but feels good to come here, get it done, finish. Up in the top 5 where I think I should be week to week, and we'll see what the next part of the schedule holds.
Absolutely, got the win in Atlanta earlier in the season, and then some strong runs at Vegas, a runner up here. As we head into some of the short tracks of the season, starting next week at Martinsville, but definitely some early confidence for the 03 machine.
Yeah, which is good because I don't have any confidence going into Martinsville and Bristol. They're kind of crapshoots, and anything can happen. So, the quicker we get to Kansas and Talladega and those types of tracks, I'll be a little bit more competent. But we'll see how we fare through these next couple for sure.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the runner-up again tonight, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for putting on the broadcast. I know you guys came on. I don't know if this is the last show or not, but appreciate being able to go back and rewatch these and hear all your commentary on everything, and get to see the breakdown of what I may or may not see while I'm in the car. But shout out to my team, Spectrum Racing, all my teammates. There's a bunch of them. I can't really name all of them, but I'll say Brent, Ross, and Sims tonight. Matt Durr was there. Gavin Fitzgerald, Blair Niabani, I think sums it up. And yeah, appreciate my girlfriend Abby let me do this, and the admins for putting this league on. Ton of fun over here. Love the fact that they run 3 different series that are very much just a copy paste of the real life NASCAR stuff with tire sets and everything. It always creates really fun strategy. So yeah, just thank you to everybody that puts this on, and we'll see where it goes.
So congratulations again on the runner-up, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Thank you so much.
Here's your third place finisher tonight, Brett Kingcott. Absolutely fantastic race. He was up in the mix all night, especially with 30 to go. Was leading the race, watching all the chaos behind him as the lead swapped hands 4 or 5 times. It felt like late race caution mixes everything up, but you're able to battle and get a well-deserved podium here tonight.
Yeah, it was a good night for the Gas Monkey Supra tonight. Had to work pretty far from behind in 26 to start it off, but I'll definitely take it for sure.
Yeah, plus 23 through the field, one of the biggest movers. But in a race of just absolute attrition starting back in 26, able to keep the nose clean for the most part, and winding up with a podium, definitely a solid result tonight.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Really, 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 really good. So it makes up for last week, so I'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the third place tonight, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my wife for letting me do this, obviously. And I'd like to thank my Spectrum Racing teammates and the broadcast for putting this out for us. And looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Thank you, sir.
Blair Kneebonny. Not Kneebone. Golly. My apologies. It's always good when somebody finally says it, It's like, I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet this year, but we got it right for next week and going forward, so.
Should we, though?
Well, you don't, but I should be.
Yeah.
I was just saying it how it looked, man. That's English, all right. But a topsy-turvy race, man. That was a lot of fun. We had to. I mean, that's just. I'm glad we
had
have
highs and lows.
I'm glad we have the full fields to fall back on, because when they beat each other up, we still got 20 cars racing for it, as opposed to like 14. You get a little something out of it. But yeah, it was a bruiser tonight. We had some great racing at the front. Turn 2 claimed everybody, I'm pretty sure. Turn 4 got a couple more. Chaos at the front too at the end of stage 2, fighting for second, took out a couple good cars. That was all over the place tonight, but overall, very fun race. Aiden Kirker from Elliot Henderson, just over a tenth of a second. 3 cars separated by 1 second. We did it in scheduled race distance. Don't know how we did that. 5 green flag lead changes for 8 different leaders. 13 cautions. Over 100 laps green, though. I'll take it. McConville, the hard charger, Kirker, led the most laps, had the fastest lap, and got the pole. So, no surprise there. Any final thoughts from Darlington?
I mean, not really. I said it, slightly earlier. We had our ups and downs. The cautions got really bad. And then, said it in the race. It would become a race of attrition, cars, going out the way. And, I mean, we just got running laps. It was over before we knew it.
Yeah. And all the way back to poor Bradley Gunn, who completed 4 laps here tonight. Crazy race of attrition. We'll let it scroll back one more time just to recap that one last time. You look back to P20, 14 seconds off the lead, and that was only on like an 8-lap run. Cars limping home to the finish. Yeah, that was it. Top 20 were on the lead lap. So 18 drivers either, many laps down or out of the race entirely. So, but we'll be back this weekend for some Wreckfest action as we head into the semifinals of everything. And the finals, maybe we don't know what we're streaming, but we got the Wreckfest playoffs coming up this weekend. And we're back tomorrow night as well. The trucks return tomorrow night. We're going back to Darlington, so we got double duty. Trucks tomorrow night, and then Wreckfest this weekend, and then back to Martinsville next Monday. So we got some regular appearances that we're excited about. So see everyone there tomorrow night, same time, 8:15. Take care.